Hey there guys, what's going on? Today we're back with another episode of testing out your custom classes in Modern Warfare. And we're actually working with a couple of class setups in our list now. We do have a few to work through because some of you are actually kind enough to send me some classes to test. Basically, if you've never seen this series before, I'm taking a look at your custom classes, whether they're good or bad, I don't really care, and grading them out of 10 in an arbitrary scale that I make up on the day. Today, our scale is KFC variety buckets out of 10, because what more could you want out of not great, greasy chicken? A lot of it. Absolutely. You got to get a lot of that chicken, man. So, for the most part in this series, we get literally the worst classes in the game, but I don't think today's class is actually too bad. It's not as involved as some of the other ones that we get, but it's still a gun that I've never really used before. So if you do want your class to be included in one of these videos, make sure you do leave a comment with your horrible or great classes, and I'll definitely get around to testing it. I've got this one and another class to try out, so make sure you do leave a class for me in the comments below. Let's try and get this one to 5 likes for a gun you've probably never used before this patch because it did get buffed. The support has been amazing recently. You guys are fantastic, and we are chugging away, chugging along towards 500 subscribers, which is amazing. And make sure you click that subscribe button with those notifications turned on so you don't miss any more of my videos. Alright, so we are looking at an SA87 class here today, and I know what you're thinking. Is that actually a weapon that is in this game? Well, the answer is yes, but I have never used it before this patch. This class is, again, from the LH86. Mad Lad is a bit different, especially that he's given us a relatively unknown weapon to work with. So today we are rocking a flash hider and an ACOG scope. And that's it. That's it. Really simple, but interesting all the same. So if you've been keeping up with the patch notes, you'll know that the SA87 recently received a buff to its damage and recoil. I'm not sure of the exact numbers here or even how much of a buff this really is because I have nothing to compare it to because I didn't use it before it got buffed. So this will certainly be an interesting weapon to test. Upon initial inspection of this class, I think it'll be okay. I think this is still going to be a serviceable weapon. I've not used it too much. But yeah, I think this is going to be fine. And the attachments are a little bit minimal. Of course, we do only have 2, but as far as I know, if you've never used it before, the SA87 is a mix between an assault rifle and an LMG, and it plays fairly well, from what I do know. It's basically an LMG with a really small magazine. It's a little bit strange. So this class is fairly bare bones, as you can see, with only the 2 attachments that are the flash hider and the Scout Combat Optic. So that is our option here, the Scout Combat Optic with the 3.25 magnification will help us out at that long range. Whereas the flash hider will sort of help us out with a bit more of sort of concealment, but I don't think the flash hider is actually going to be that useful, but we'll see. So yeah, I think we can definitely do some work with a full loadout of attachments, and I think I'll try it out later, maybe do a best class setup on this gun, because it might be interesting to see how powerful this thing is fully kitted out. So for the rest of the class, my sidearm is the X16. I'm using the Glock for another video that you will see soon. You can also choose to run a rocket launcher if you want to be a proper bro. We have Kill Chain in the Perk 1 slot. Cruise Missile into VTOL into Advanced UAV is really, really powerful in this game. You cannot go past it. Perk 2 Ghost is great for staying off those UAVs, and Perk 3 Battle Hardened is pretty standard for all of my classes. Stuns and flashes suck in this game. Lethal for me is the C4 because I love just chucking a brick of C4 over the wall, getting a couple kills, you know. And my usual tactical grenade setup is the Stim Shot because it is so powerful in this game, basically a second and third life. So overall, I think this is going to be a good class if it's going to be a little bit unremarkable. Like, this is described as by the LH86 supposed to be a real life weapon variant, so I feel like we can do a little bit of work here, but we will see. So I'm going to test this out for a bit today, and I'll let you know how I get on, and we'll give it a grading out of KFC variety buckets out of 10 once we're done. I will see you soon. So I've been playing with the SA87 for a fair bit of today, and I gotta say, like, it's actually pretty good, man. Like, this class setup could be way stronger and have way more attachments that make it more powerful, but it doesn't. And what we have to work with is pretty okay. Like, it's nothing spectacular by any stretch of the imagination. Like, it's never going to be the best gun in the game with just such a simple class setup, but the SA87 is something that definitely does show promise, man. Like, there is a gun here. Like, there is a real whole-ass weapon here. Like, this thing is so good. We shouldn't have run out there with that. Like, at least aiming at that corridor there. But turns out in the flotation oxidation playlist, you don't actually get rust that much. I have played it a lot today, and I've only had rust, like, a couple of times. It's a bit weird. Like, in a playlist with only rust and only shipment, you think you would see both of them like an equal amount, but that has not been the case. See, man, this thing is actually nuts. It's so strong. Like there is an actual weapon here. Like with like a decent barrel, decent like muzzle option, with like decent grip. You know, there's a gun here. Like we can actually do some serious work with this thing. I'm sure of it. I'm not 100% sure exactly what that class is going to be, and I'll definitely make a video on it when I discover what the best class is. But for now, man, like the SA87 does have a little bit of a limited clip size, which is a bit weird for an LMG, but it's still still really fun to use, man. Like this is a cool weapon to use. It's a bit different. Something a bit different in this game is always okay. I don't really dig the ACOG too much on these smaller maps. Like you can I'd probably rather run a regular sight or even just the iron sights on this thing at sort of real close range. But you know, we got to make do with what we got. Side. There was one peeking out there. Okay, he's there now. But okay, nice little pre-fire on that guy, but we got taken out from the left-hand side. That's fine. That's fine. We're using a bit of a GIMP setup here, but that's alright. We can make this work. This thing does so much damage. Like, it's a 2 to 3 shot kill at pretty much most ranges. Like, this thing has some beef behind it. So I'm thinking we put one of the bigger barrels on here. We get the stipple grip tape. We get like a monolithic suppressor or a compensator. There's a lot we could do here. Like, this is going to be a very good gun in my opinion. Like, there is a lot to work with. Let's get the Glock out. Start sprinting around with the Glock, because the Glock's really powerful. Like, I've not used the Glock an awful lot, and I'm using it for another video that we're working on. How did that dude not die? How did the second dude not die? Nah, okay, see ya. Nah, I'm not interested in that, bro. Not interested. There we go. Got you that time. Plus no kill? Alright, we're good. Oh, Jesus. Is that an enemy? Or... that guy. There's a guy going up on the tower. Ah! What? How? What? Oh my god. Ah, ran out of ammo. Imagine having an LMG that runs out of ammo, man. That doesn't feel right. Something feels wrong about that. Oh, what's going on there? What is that garbage? Get me out of there and get the cruise missile in. I mean, this isn't going to get us to our next streak, which is a cruise missile, but there's a decent amount of kills on offer here, so come on, get over there. Let's go. Need to reload, actually. Thank you for killing that man. He would have murdered me if you did not. They're actually flanking around this side now. Yeah, it's bit ready for you there, pal. So now this cruise missile should get us to our next kill streak. He actually just ran past us. No, he didn't run past me, which is not good. So you know what? F this guy. F him. There was one there. Oh, Jesus. The aim on it. The ACOG really messed me up there. Another one? No! That's a good little run there. Good little run. Too bad. We should try capping the point, though. Like, not gonna lie, we should actually try and invest some of our time in capping the point. Getting attacked from a different angle while you've got an ACOG out is just... it's just, you're gonna die every... What? Excuse me? You're gonna try every time you try and pull that off, man. Interesting. Oh, right, he's dead. The Glock's actually sick, man. It fires that quickly. Oh, let's go, boys. Let's go. There's another one there. We're going to peek over the top because he's... Definitely wouldn't have expected that. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're going off, boys. We're going off. I gotta reload. This is not good. No! Ah! Damn it, if I had the C4 there, I would have been able to check that corner to see if there was anybody in it, but... what are you gonna do? This is interesting. And then... Let's go with the quad, boys. Let's go with the quad. Insane. Oh, jeez. Love a bit of lag, man. What's going on? Man, this thing is absolutely lethal. Nice. Ooh, we're actually capping the point. Not me personally, but the boys. Jesus. No, as if! As if! Oh, the drop shot. Shouldn't drop shot from that far away, fella. Should know better than that. Oh, they're on it. Look, where are all the enemies? They're on the point. They're doing the objective. So we are definitely going to lose this one, but whatever. No! Who's got the RPG like that? Oh, not a bad game. Not a bad game. We did pretty well there. There we go, 51 and something or other. That was a pretty good game. But yeah, I think I've got my final thoughts on the SA87 class here. So we've done a bit of testing here today, and what did I think of the SA87? Well, basically the same thing that I thought before. I'm pretty sure with some better attachments, this gun will absolutely slap. Like, this thing just feels meaty. Like, it feels awesome to shoot people with this. There is a lot of beef behind this gun. You're a little bit slower than if you were using an assault rifle, but if you do hit those shots, you really, really feel it. Like, I actually feel like we could definitely do some proper work with a full loadout of attachments, but this very basic class setup we begin, I think we did pretty well. The flash hider isn't really that great of an attachment. I thought that beforehand. I feel like the monolithic suppressor for that extended range, or even a compensator to help with some of that recoil, would also be beneficial, but that's pretty much a given on most weapons in this game. Definitely could work with a barrel, stock, grip, or any other massive attachments. Like, literally anything other than just the two we were given would make this gun very, very powerful. Not the best, but not terrible at all. So I think I'd have to rate this one about 6 KFC variety buckets out of 10. Thank you very much for the class, the LH86. You're a good man. You're doing good work. And if you do want your class in one of these videos, just imagine your very own KFC variety bucket rating out of 10 on your class. How can you go past that? You just can't go past that value. Make sure you do leave a comment and subscribe so you don't miss any more of these. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye!